All right, good morning. It is Wednesday, March the 22nd. Let me catch everybody up real quick. I've been home for about 3 weeks. My wife had a procedure done, so I stayed home with her to take care of her. That was one reason why you guys haven't seen much of me. I did get quite a bit done to the truck, and we are on our way to Matt's Mid-American Truck Show, which is in Louisville, Kentucky. It's a pretty big deal. Mercer has a pretty big booth inside the convention center there, and Mercer has asked me and my truck to be at their booth. All right, good morning. I think it's the 15th of March. I've been home for a couple weeks taking care of Teresa. I am going to the Matt's truck show, Mid-American Truck Show in Louisville, Kentucky, which is the end of this month. Mercer's asked me to be in their booth. They've also asked to have my truck there. So I'm in the process of cleaning up. Now, you guys know I don't have a show truck, but I am going to polish the wheels. I did some graphics, so what I'm shooting for here, I'm waiting for some stars. What I'm shooting for is an American flag on the side of the truck. So we're going to have some stars there. But it turned out pretty good. Kind of a learning curve putting this vinyl on. Had a couple little spots, but for a guy who had never done this before, it turned out pretty good, I think. And then on the front up here, I took those chrome pieces off that were right in there because they didn't match. One was shorter than the other, and I went ahead and put some vinyl wrap on there, and it actually looks a little better like that. Here's these old chrome pieces I took off. So they're two different pieces. One was shorter than the other, and they didn't match. It kind of drove me crazy. I do need to wash the truck. I need to fix this deck plate. This piece of aluminum was on the truck when I got it. You can see how it's splitting on the side rails. This is just I don't even know what that is. That's not even a 1/4 inch deck plate, but that was on there when I got the truck, and then I put the headache rack on. So anyway, I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna try to do this without the least amount of work, without taking all of this off and taking that off. I think what I'm gonna do is, I got that old rack that's off of that 2013. You guys can't see it over there. So it's just under 28 inches from here to this little right there. And let's go over here. This rack is 28 inches, just a little over 28 inches right there to that split. All right, we had a little bit of a rain delay. Weather in southern Arizona doesn't want to cooperate. Started raining. Anyway, I cut a piece off here. So this is 28 inches right here. Now what I had to do, you can see the mark right there, is I undid the U-bolts, loosened them up, got the tractor, and just pushed up against here just enough to get it to drop down in there. So this will fit in there. these little things here come off of it, and these are the little, I don't know what you call these things, little things that go like this. So when it's sitting on the top, it'll sit like this. So problem is, I got to drill the hole for these to go through. So okay, now we got our holes drilled. You can see right there. And then next part, flip it over, secure it down. We got the deck plate put on. Looks good. Looks like it was made for it. So that looks real good. Next thing we're going to do is I bought new bushings for right here. So we're going to replace these bushings. The fifth wheel, it's aluminum. It's not that heavy. I mean, it takes a little bit of oomph, but you guys saw how I can pick it up. So that's what I'm going to do now. Is I got to go get the new bushings. I got them in the trailer, and we'll pop those out and put the new ones in. All right, it's the end of the day. Oh man, this thing kicked my butt. Let's see here. This one was the worst one, and I had to fight to get that one out. I ended up torching it and melting it and drilling it and everything else. Usually, so this is the one that came out the other side. Here, hang on a second. So this on this side here, this metal plate come off. So I'm going to get the welder out tomorrow and fix that metal plate. But let me go over here. I want to show you this real quick before I call it quits. So usually the way you can get these in and out is you grease it up, take the pin, this is the old pin, put it right there, and now you can hammer on it right there and it'll knock it through. So that's how I got it in and out. But that side, alright, it's not pretty, but it's in there. This isn't a structural piece of steel, it's just like a spacer plate. So the gasket will fit right in there. Like I said, it's not pretty, but it'll work. I had to back all the way up in here to get close enough to the welder. So it's not pretty, but it'll work. I got the bushings in. I don't know if you guys saw how I did it or not, but I took the big bottle jack block of wood, put it in the middle here, and just cranked on it. That one fought me a little bit. I started by hammering it in there, got about halfway in, and I couldn't get enough oomph to get it in there. But that was the one that was all tore up. This one went in here pretty smooth, so they look pretty good now. So you can see my weld held up. I was banging on it pretty good. So, all right, good morning. It is Wednesday, March the 22nd. Let me catch everybody up real quick. I've been home for about 3 weeks. My wife had a procedure done, so I stayed home with her to take care of her. That was one reason why you guys haven't seen much of me. I did get quite a bit done to the truck, and we are on our way to Matt's Mid-American Truck Show, which is in Louisville, Kentucky. It's a pretty big deal. Mercer has a pretty big booth inside the convention center there, and Mercer has asked me and my truck to be at their booth. So they're going to display my truck, not my trailer, but my truck at the booth there in Louisville. So that'll be not this weekend, but next weekend. So if you guys want to come on down, I'm going to try to do some live feed stuff or whatnot, but I know you guys haven't seen much of me in a while, but I've been busy. Bailey's doing good. We got lucky. Loaded a trailer. It's actually a recovery trailer. I don't know what the whole story is behind it, but it's a Mercer trailer that needs to get back to Louisville. So we went and picked that up in Phoenix, and then yesterday I loaded it onto my trailer. So we'll go outside. I'll show you that real quick, and I'll show you what I kind of done to the truck. All right, so the first thing you'll notice is I got the truck polished. Looks pretty good. And then the next thing you'll notice is these graphics I put on. I did all that. I think it turned out pretty nice. Kind of cover up the orange paint a little bit, and also on the other side, kind of cover up some of the bad paint on the other side. There's the trailer that we picked up. It's a step deck. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure what the story is on it. I got another thing to do. I replaced that pigtail right there, that holder. And you see how it doesn't go all the way in? I don't know why or what the problem is, but I bought another one. Hopefully this one's a little better quality. We're going to replace that real quick. That is the plug for the dump valve for the rear axle on the trailer. I put a new piece of deck plate right here. I added that. That turned out pretty nice. And I replaced the fifth wheel bushings that are inside here. I did that. That wasn't too bad. Truck's looking good. I was kind of walking around this morning and I noticed an issue back here that we need to take care of. So when they lifted the trailer up to set on this trailer, hopefully you guys can see it, but the airbag is kind of pinched. I think back here, you see that one right there? That airbag's kind of pinched. So the way the suspension works on this trailer is when you set the trailer brakes, it releases all the air out of the airbags. Most likely, if it would not have done that, it wouldn't have. It would have overextended, but it wouldn't have come back up underneath itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to loosen up these straps, loosen up those chains, and then we're going to hook the air line from the tractor up to this trailer, and just give it enough air, and it should pop all those airbags back in place. So all right. So we got the red airline hooked up. We'll go back here, set you guys up. Everything's loose. This will be okay because the trailer's going to pivot up like this. Because when I push the brakes when I push the button in, the trailer's not gonna have any brakes, so I don't want to take anything off of it. But I'll set you guys up back here. Hopefully you guys can see. All right, so I got you guys set up. You can see that one airbag up under there is pretty bad. All right, you see how that one airbag up under there is pretty bad. So what I'm gonna do is push the button in. It should fill up, pop them all in normal, and then we'll push the button back in and it'll drop it back down. All right, my original plan wasn't working, so I go with plan B. I was trying to do this without hurting. So that's the leveling valve right there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna disconnect it right here, and we're gonna overextend the airbags. And then, see that one there? We'll overextend them, meaning fill it up, and then they'll pop out, and then we'll put it back down to where it's supposed to be. Helps if I start off with the right size socket. Alright, so we'll take the bolt off here so you can hear the leveling valve. So what we're doing is we're moving the leveling valve, and then I'll put you guys so you guys can see. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to raise the airbags. There they go. Alright, now they're all raised. We're going to put it back to normal height. Alright, so you can see the airbags now are all four of them have popped back into place. We got the leveling valve hooked back up. So it's at height there. I'm going to get my big butt from underneath here. Oh. So what I'm going to do now is go back up in the truck, release the brakes, and this truck's is set up to where it'll automatically drop down. My trailer doesn't do that, but these trailers are set up like that. So I'm going to pull the button, it'll squat down, and then we'll chain it back down. Alright, so you can see how it's squatted down. Airbags look good. Let it come all the way down. Alright, that's what it does. We'll come over here and check these. So these airbags look good there. Alright. Let me change this back down, and then we'll change that plug real quick. Alright, hope you guys aren't looking in the sun. So what we're going to do, this plug all it has is one wire. And this is for the switch for the dump valve on the trailer. This isn't a Dorsey plug. The plug was different. So I bought a different plug here. A better quality plug. You can just look and see that it's a better quality. Which I should have done in the first place. Alright, like I said, it's just super simple. Make sure we put it the right way up. And put the screws back in here. It's an easy job. Alright, I think we're just about ready. There's the new plug. And if you look, you see how it locks in. I don't know what was wrong with that other one. But that's a better quality plug. Here, let's check to see if it works. If I hit the switch, you should hear it hiss. So you hear it back there hissing. So it's actually dropping the air out of that rear airbag. All right. Check the motor out. We're good to go. Oil, everything looks good. Truck looks good, cleaned up. I'm not a shiny tank guy, but it does look good. Alright, it's the end of the day. We made it to Weatherford, Oklahoma. I keep wanting to say Texas, but we're at this little truck stop. I hate to give it away because it's 10 o'clock at night. I pulled in here and there's still parking left. This is a nice little truck stop too. Anyway, it's exit 84. It's the ASAP truck stop. So it's independent. It's not a chain truck stop, but it's nice. Nice and quiet. 615 miles today. No. Tomorrow we're going to drive over to Cuba, Missouri. And then wake up early out of Cuba, go over to Louisville, Kentucky for Friday. I think we're going to hit rain. So there's not too much I can do about it. See what else is going on. That's it. Just getting back at oh wow. Just getting back at it. So I've been off. I was off for almost 3 weeks. So I was at home taking care of Teresa. I think I told you guys that. So that's why I don't make too many videos when I'm at home. Bailey's getting used to being on the road too. So it's been kind of rough for her. But alright, well, we'll call it quits for today. I'm going to go and edit a video because I haven't done a video in a long time. And then I'll go to bed and we'll do it again tomorrow.